Can't even make a dent in that thing. They know where I am. Good haul. All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path. These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. pretty far up. The shaman's path must be around here somewhere. This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions. Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them. Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way. Another marker. Good. Okay, that way then. Chime. Not sure I saw this fork before. Not this way. Then, where? some gear, though. Done with the cave. So what's next on this path? Chime. Not sure I saw this fork before. Done with the cave. So what's next on this path? How does this bridge work? Looks like it needs to fill up with water before I can cross. It needs to fill up with water before I can cross. How does this bridge work? Looks like it needs to fill up with water before I can cross. Then we go. Now how do I cross this one? Down it is. Down, then up. There's the way up. I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up. exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
Big boy.
Scary new machine, down. Now back to finding OUREA. Which means I've got to climb. I'll tuck that away. I should be able to get up there. The shrine Naltuk was talking about. I should take some moving. Sparkles. I can see why it's worth a lot. Naltuk said OUREA went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs. door. Maybe OUREA is inside.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here trying to install upgrades to improve efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power. Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own. Anita stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair... Oh boy, I should just go to bed.
Looks like the door's wired. Locked. Maybe my focus can help.
Director of Security Blevins is riding us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door. Oh, that did something. What am I supposed to do with these lights? Perhaps my focus can help me. These things turn, changing the flow of light. All right, let's see if the door's open. I could check my focus, see what it sees. fresh air ahead. Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there. Looks like I need to get to those stairs. Not much higher to climb. OUREA must be close. She has to be in here somewhere.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask, to guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? OUREA? OUREA, I need you.
Unauthorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. OUREA, the daemon is forcing you. OUREA,
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back.
You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's Drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer, lost like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me, but I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
The Daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's Drum. The last time, she told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something evil. She named it the Daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again, until today.
What kept you from the spirit, after it begged for help?
I went to Artok, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's Drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there, and yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat after. So I came here, hoping against...
About Silence?
I've told you all I can.
What did the...
She said she was... hurt. Incomplete. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum. So I did, and she showed, so began our communion.
You had a communion with the spirit?
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. With patience. With wisdom. She never tired of me. We kept each other's company. I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul.
I'm not sure if I understand.
That's all I need.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to them. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain. Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's Drum is dangerous. Besides, Aratak won't let us go.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Ha! There's an idea that's certain to win. You said you were a hunter, and Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge. If you were not...
Wait, me? Challenge up...
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum. You heard the spirit. And perhaps, when released from her bond...
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this.
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may...
blinks and eyes are free shut.
If Ikri's not coming back,
She'll be back. She never falters.
but if she has, then I'm the one who can.
What are your hunters doing?
We are of the White Teeth, come down from the jawbone of Banur to test those who would...
A test.
No, it is an ordeal. Survive upon the glacier. It's been a harsh season. Two have yet to return.
What does this...
To scale the glacier's face and endure 4 days and 4 nights, sustained only from the frozen ground and the machines. Our shaman has blessed the ordeal and permitted their harvest.
Metal to fashion weapons. The rest is forbidden.
What about the two who haven't returned?
It was their ordeal to face alone. Their life or death. Those who return know the White Teeth run alongside them. Those who do not know the White Teeth marked their attempt.
How generous. You're from Banur. Do you know about Aratak and OUREA?
Strong names indeed. They have many songs. But there is a reason they roam out here, in the cut, and not among the great waraks. This obsession with Thundersdrum will be their undoing.
So who are the White Teeth?
Warriors. The first and the best. All young hunters hungry for the fight seek to run with us. Now the machines are angered. There was always fighting. We are well served, eh, Shaman?
Every day lightning cracks in the smoke of battle. Every night a new name to honor in song.
Aren't you even going to look for your missing hunters?
In time. As months pass, the meltwater often carries the bodies out.
Unbelievable. If there's a chance they're alive, then I'll look for them.
Even if they did still live, they will not accept your aid, Outlander. To us, survival is sacred.
Nothing else can be relied upon.
We'll see. Survival is sacred. So they leave people to die? Keeper, OUREA said that I should compete in the trials here.
OUREA did? She's never sent someone before. And what is your reason for training? I would ask this of any Banuk who attempted the trials.
I'm going to challenge Aratak to become chieftain of his Werak.
Well, you better get started then.
You look like you've got some stories to tell.
Oh, I outlived most of my stories. I ran with the Thunder's daughters long ago before they ran their course. For a time, we shook the snow off the men of Ben-Or. It couldn't last. Some fell in glorious battle. Some were exiled in infamy. Still glorious, if you ask me. Others had a worse fate.
What's worse?
To grow old. And find that all the rules and traditions you fought so hard against are still there. That's why I tell all the hunters I train to stay young.
How do the trials work around here?
There's no Karja medals. I had some, but I used them to patch up holes in my snow boots. Instead, you'll compete against the best times set by other Banuk hunters. To take second place, even third place, puts you among names of legend.
What if I come in first?
We'll see.
I'm guessing you're not part of the Hunter's Lodge.
Every tribe claims they were the first to have hunting grounds. And every tribe claims the Karja stole it from them.
So who was the first?
We were.
And the Karja stole it from you.
That's right. Each trial is a challenge for survival. But I can tell you more. The control trial tests a hunter's ability to rein in the Stormslinger's power. Only the wisest understand these shamanic weapons, and only the bravest wield them. The Onslaught trial challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only then will you be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed. This trial is the most dangerous ordeal in the Snow Chance. While not all chieftains pass it, only a chieftain may attempt it. If you need to know about the trials, I'll explain them. The control trial tests only the wise. If you're prepared, we'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas.
Might need this.
Conquered it on your first run and didn't even make it look difficult. The control trial, only the wise. The onslaught machines will be... Only then will you use the rope to get to the... We'll need a moment to pull...
I beat a champion's time. That should get the OUREA talking. In fact, I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge Aratak. On to the next. Let's do this.
first run on that trial and you claimed second place.
I'm done with...
And training's done.
She's a strange one.